before you take it to your boss and see what he chooses as the priorities. It will show you how well you know your leader. When is our most efficient time in our work? The week before vacation. Why can't we always run our lives the way we do the week before we leave the office? We make decisions, clean off the desk, return calls. Under normal conditions, we are efficient, which means doing things right. When time pressure mounts or emergencies arise, we become effective, which means doing the right things. Efficiency is the foundation for survival. Effectiveness is the foundation of success. When you learn to prioritize, you learn to be effective. Chapter 3. The most important ingredient of leadership: integrity. The dictionary defines integrity as the state of being complete, unified. When I have integrity, my words and my deeds match up. I am who I am, no matter where I am or who I am with. Sadly, integrity is a vanishing commodity today. Personal standards are crumbling in a world that has taken to the hot pursuit of personal pleasure and shortcuts to success. The White House, the Pentagon, Capitol Hill, the church, the sports arena, the academy, even the daycare center have all been hit hard by scandal. In every case, the lack of credibility can be traced back to the level of integrity of the individuals within those organizations and institutions. A person with integrity does not have divided loyalty. That's duplicity. Nor is he or she merely pretending. That's hypocrisy. People with integrity are whole people. They can be identified by their single-mindedness. People with integrity have nothing to hide and nothing to fear. Their lives are open books. Integrity is not what we do so much as who we are. And who we are, in turn, determines what we do. Our system of values is so much a part of us that we cannot separate it from ourselves. It becomes the navigating system that guides us. It establishes priorities in our lives and judges what we will accept or reject. We are all faced with conflicting desires. No one, no matter how spiritual, can avoid this battle. Integrity is the factor that determines which one will prevail. We struggle daily with situations that demand decisions between what we want to do and what we ought to do. Integrity establishes the ground rules for resolving these tensions. It determines who we are and how we will respond before the conflict even appears. Integrity welds together what we say, think, and do into a whole person so that permission is never granted for one of these to be out of sync. Conflict breeds despair because it divides a whole person into fragments. In contrast, integrity binds our person together and fosters a spirit of contentment within us. It will not allow our lips to violate our hearts. When integrity is the referee, we will be consistent. Our beliefs will be mirrored by our conduct. There will be no discrepancy between what we appear to be and what our family knows we are, whether in times of prosperity or adversity. Integrity allows us to predetermine what we will be, regardless of the circumstances, persons involved, or the places of our testing. Integrity is not only the referee between two desires, it is the pivotal point between a happy person and a divided spirit. It frees us to be whole persons, no matter what comes our way. The more credible you are, the more confidence people place in you, thereby allowing you the privilege of influencing their lives. The less credible you are, the less confidence people place in you, and the more you lose your position of leadership. Many leaders who have attended my conferences have said to me, "I hope you can give me some insights into how I can change my company." My response is always the same. My goal is to inspire you to change. If that happens, the organization will also be changed. Let's look at some reasons why integrity is so important. Leadership functions on the basis of trust. Dwight Eisenhower said, "In order to be a leader, a man must have followers. And to have followers, a man must have their confidence." Hence, the supreme quality for a leader is unquestionable integrity. Without it, no real success is possible. If a man's associates find him guilty of being phony, if they find that he lacks forthright integrity, he will fail. His teachings and actions must square with each other. The first great need, therefore, is integrity and high purpose. Only 45% of the 400 managers in a Carnegie Mellon survey believe their top management. A third distrusted their immediate bosses. With so much depending on credibility and trust, someone in every organization must provide the leadership to improve these numbers. Leaders are to live by a higher standard than followers. This insight is exactly opposite of what most people's thoughts are concerning leadership. In a world of perks and privileges that accompany the climb to success, little thought is given to the responsibilities of the upward journey. Leaders can give up anything except responsibility, either for themselves or their organizations. John D. Rockefeller Jr. said, "I believe that every right implies a responsibility, every opportunity an obligation, every possession a duty." Too many people are ready to assert their rights, but not to assume their responsibilities. Tom Robbins said, "Don't let yourself be victimized by the age you live in. It is not the times that will bring us down any more than it's society." There is a tendency today to absolve individuals of moral responsibility and treat them as victims of social circumstance. You buy that and you pay with your soul. What limits people is a lack of character. When the character of leaders is low, so are their standards. Our tendency is to work harder on our images than on our integrity. Image is what people think we are. Integrity is what we really are. All of us have known those who were not the same on the outside as they were on the inside. Sadly, many who have worked harder on their images than on their integrity don't understand when they suddenly fall. Even friends who thought that they knew them are surprised. Thomas Macaulay said, "The measure of a man's real character is what he would do if he would never be found out." There are no shortcuts when integrity is involved. Eventually, truth will always be exposed. A charismatic personality will draw people. Only integrity will keep them. Recently, I had dinner with Fred Smith. This wise businessman shared with me the difference between being clever and being credible. He said that clever leaders never last. Leaders who are sincere don't have to advertise the fact. It's visible in everything they do and soon becomes common knowledge to everyone. Likewise, insincerity cannot be hidden, disguised, or covered up, no matter how confident a manager may otherwise be. The only way to keep the goodwill and high esteem of the people you work with is to desert. No one can fool all of the people all of the time. Each of us, eventually, is recognized for exactly what we are, not what we appear to be. Integrity is hard-won and lasting. Integrity is a victory, not a gift. Integrity is not a given factor in everyone's life. It is a result of self-discipline, inner trust, and a decision to be relentlessly honest in all situations in our lives. Unfortunately, in today's world of quick fixes and easy believism, strength of character is a rare commodity. As a result, we have few contemporary models of integrity. Our culture has produced few enduring heroes, few models of virtue. We have become a nation of imitators, but there are few leaders worth imitating. The meaning of integrity has been eroded. Drop the word into conversations in Hollywood, on Wall Street, even on Main Street, and you'll get blank stares in return. For most Americans, the word conjures up ideas of prudishness or narrow-mindedness. In an age when the meanings of words are manipulated, foundational values such as integrity can be pulverized overnight. Integrity is antithetical to the spirit of our age. The overarching philosophy of life that guides our culture revolves around a materialistic consumer mentality. The craving need of the moment supersedes consideration of values that have eternal significance. Write out what you value in life. A conviction is a belief or principle that you regularly model, one for which you would be willing to die. What are your convictions? Ask someone who knows you well what areas of your life they see as consistent, where you do what you say, and what areas they see as inconsistent, where you say something but don't always live it. Chapter 4. The ultimate test of leadership.